Okay, here we go. Got my stream up. Should be working. I decided to do a real quick stream between going back to work, and I have a few minutes just to kind of catch up on things. So I had last episode we had a raid, and I had to, rather than reload, I decided to go ahead and lightly cheat. And then I had off camera, I had another smaller and more easy to manage raid. But I'm getting very concerned about these raids because they've they're based on colony wealth, and I have quite a bit of wealth. You know, if you count all these meals and components and stuff, yeah, I've got quite a bit of wealth. I definitely want to caravan out of here, but the concern is that I don't have enough carrying capacity at all. So I might as well wait until my package survivor meals go down a bit, because they're 0.3 each, and like if you look at him, let's see here, carrying capacity is currently 43, but you know, once he gets healthy, it'll be the same as this guy, and his is 75. So we got 150, and then these cats have 60 apiece, so that's 120, so that's 270 kg. Now each of these is basically a third of a kg. So 900 divided by 3 gives us 300 kilograms of meals, and that's more than our carrying capacity. That doesn't include things like guns, which typically are a few kilograms, and it certainly doesn't include things that we absolutely want to take with us, like the vanometric power cell or this infinite chem reactor, which I definitely want as well. So that's 50 between those two things. Probably need to allot 20 for guns. These things are kind of heavy too, so I may not be able to carry all these. You know, I basically would be well served to go ahead and just let at least half of my meals be eaten. So I guess what that means is I'm going to be here for longer than I thought, and that's okay. That is a-okay with me. Sorry, I was just clicking on the software to make sure all the sound was okay. Okay, so Gazelle's out doing something. He is out hauling sandstone blocks back. So I'm going to have him self-tend. And do I need to use Glitter World Medicine on this? No, probably not. Oh, he's already self-tending. Okay, very good. Okay, not the greatest patch job in the world. 0.22%. That, if he wasn't so far ahead on the immunity scale, that would be borderline fatal. Now, he's supposed to be a really good medical, and it's kind of weird that he did such a poor job there. Why are you standing here? You're supposed to... Oh, I guess he got a little bit caught off guard there by the infection. So we are going to beat the scale here, 99 to 90, basically. And Maynard is back up and on his feet, watching the sunrise. Very nice. His health is coming back up. This was an injury from the off-camera raid, by the way. So the question that I'm going to start by answering today is whether we need to change our weapons. So these weapons are, let's just take a look. We've got 15 damage, 26 range, 4.5 DPS. I'm sorry, that's melee. Does it do range DPS? Well, if 15 damage, 300 per minute, but they're in bursts of 3, so one burst of 3 is 100 per minute, which is a little bit less than a second. So we're doing up to 45 damage a second, more or less, I think. Accuracy long, accuracy short. You know, pretty decent stats. Now, remember that as much as possible, and we'll go over and start checking these other weapons out. This is M1014. 18, so a little bit more damage. Higher accuracy for sure. Fires once every little under a second as well. But it only has... I'm not sure that if it has bursts or not. It doesn't say. But I still think this is a better weapon. Well, arguably it's a better weapon. It's hard to definitively say, but let's try it out. See if we like it. Also, what was the range on that? The range could be a deal breaker. So our range is 18. That's the issue. Okay, so I'm actually going to go back to the charged rifle. Now, here's a PPSH-41. It's range 25, same almost as the charged rifle. Low damage, good accuracy. Fire rates comparable. Not impressed. Okay, bolt action rifle, typical weapon here. 37 range, much higher than what I'm currently using. Good damage, but the problem is the range cooldown is more than double what the charged rifle, so I'm not going to switch to that unless I need to. Then we've got this one. This one is a 3-burst 24 range, so similar to the charged rifle in both regards. 9 damage though, but it does fire at a little bit faster rate. I'm not convinced it's better overall, but it is decent. Pretty close, actually. Now, this is a poor quality weapon. This is a 9 damage, 3 burst count, similar range. Yeah, it's definitely not superior. So I'm going to stick with my charged rifle. And we'll go from there. So that was a whole lot of nothing. I could always have somebody carry 2 guns, but... And the other thing is I could have somebody grab these Molotovs as well. In fact, let's do that as a sidearm. That's one of my mods, is the sidearm mod. So I'll Maynard hold that as a sidearm in case he wants to, you know, bomb somebody or whatever if we get into another scrape. Glitterworld Medicine, by the way, which we're definitely wanting to take with us as well, is 0.5. So we've got 400, that's 200 kg all by itself. That's insane. Yeah, I really need to do something to expand my carrying capacity. What I might consider doing, since we're really close to a non-ice sheet area, I could consider making a secondary camp somewhere for the primary purpose of recruiting animals. Now, this is all tundra. And, okay, so if we're starting out here, presumably the ship is going to be like, you know, down here somewhere, maybe over here. So we're basically going to be going down and more likely left than right. So we eventually want to get to this boreal forest, possibly that one. But what we could do is I could go over to the tundra and hope to get some pack animals. And I could actually go as close to there. In fact, I could set up a camp using the camp mod to go there. The other thing that I really want to do at some point, and I'll probably do this off camera, I'm surprised they don't have a mod that allows you to build caravan wagons. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically the update. Let's go ahead and speed things up now. Now I have designated the precious resources around this particular thing for mining. And oh shit, let's have him. Basically what I'm gonna try to prioritize though is recruiting this guy. He is gonna go crazy again, especially with his chemical. That's the one thing about this guy that I don't like, is his chemical fascination. Not just chemical interest, mind you, chemical fascination. Oh, and he probably wants light. I suppose I could give him a torch. Actually, I can give him actual light. And that means So I have to do power conduits. Okay. Keeping an eye out for wildlife. Now it's fairly warm, you know, relatively speaking. You'd think that there would be some wildlife. Oh, you know, yeah, I'm glad I did the light instead of the torch because I'm just running so low on wood. Probably should burn that before somebody gets addicted to it. And I just don't have the... I don't want to waste wood on that, though. I'll disallow it. I'll disallow that. Actually, I could just set it outside and let it deteriorate. Let's go ahead and do that. Easy way to handle that is to just do drugs, and we'll do priority preferred, and then the cat should take those out. And then I'll forbid them outside. Just checking my fur reserves. I don't really have enough to build that much by way of, you know, things like bedrolls and that sort of thing yet. So hopefully that will change eventually. But no wildlife yet. And they're just deconstructing things and recruiting, and eventually hopefully they'll start mining. I guess I could manually... Okay, he's not even assigned to mining. Gonna go ahead and put those 9s in. He is deconstructing like a madman. And that's just fine. We'll take these blocks. We'll probably use them at some point. Okay. And this is wooden plumbing, which is a pleasant surprise. Okay. There we go. So that building is completely gone. We've got some good resources. And he should be back home very shortly. And Maynard is already home. He's down to 17. His mood's getting slightly better. We need more steel now. Okay. I was afraid of that. I definitely want this silver ore too, so let's get that queued up. But what I really want is steel. As much as I love all these juicy components, where is the steel? There's gold. The gold we definitely want too before we leave. There's just not that much steel. Well, there's some here. Okay. So I'll have him deconstruct all this. And that gives us a mere 7 steel. Okay, we don't have storage space for it for some reason. Oh, and you know what I need to do on that? I need to get that up to preferred. Okay, so we'll... weapons and apparel, so that means... why can't I haul that? Okay, well for now what I'm going to do is we'll just expand this slightly. And then hopefully that will give... Yeah, good. Okay. Alright, that's actually enough to build this, so let's go ahead and build that. And, of course, they put the wrong... that's not what I want. deconstruct this power conduit. And we'll build that one. Okay, there we go. So now, that should take care of the darkness debuff. And between all that, I slept on the ground's not ideal. But I just don't have a lot of resources to build a bed right now. Well, we did get some visitors. That's always an interesting thing. I'm letting them come even though I don't have guest beds. I could put a guest sleeping roll or sleeping spot somewhere. But I'm just going to let them do whatever. They're going to hate me. I mean, it's not going to go well. Interesting. I mean, maybe they'll leave me something, or maybe I need to... Maybe if there's a raid, they'll help me fight it. I think it's good to have allies around, though, in general. Okay. As you can see, our guest is sleeping outside. Now, this could be bad, except for he's got pretty good gear. Good alpaca wool parka. Alright. So I think what I want to do is work on expanding this room just a bit. And Maynard's almost healed. 93% basically. So, yeah, I think we'll just continue on. So, the better warden, they're both have decent passion. Maynard's just a little bit more experienced, but he's also injured. But let's kind of keep forcing the issue. Now, hopefully our prisoner doesn't go crazy. 16.6, that's definitely movement in the right direction. I may have to cut out quickly and unexpectedly, just so you know. Okay, so these guys do give off wool. Where is it? No. I don't know if it's... Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay, it's 41%. So we can eventually get some cloth out of them and start building bedrolls. Again, very reluctant to build any bedrolls out of the... beds and stuff out of wood right now, or steel, other than what we already have. Although, are there any more beds just chilling on the map? Or did I deconstruct all of them? Yeah, I may have deconstructed all of them. I think I did. Nope, here's a couple. Okay. So rather than deconstruct these, let's claim them and uninstall them. Let's do this too. Okay. That'll be better. And then somebody's going to come down and get this wood eventually. So that's good. And then I think I turned home off, so that should not have created a new home zone. Good. Let's just double check and make sure the only home zone is our actual home. Yes, very good. Okay. They're hauling cloth and slate. I don't know where they got the cloth. I do want to check that eventually. I keep saying that. Well, missed out on a chance to talk with him. But he's only got 16 resistance left. That should go fairly quickly. In the meantime, this is powered and generating chem fuel slowly. If I had more power reserves, it would do it faster, I think. Alright, well. And we are starting to move the weapons onto the shelf, which is really nice, because that will free up space in our storeroom. Okay, and Maynard's finally fully healed. And did he end up with any lingering health side effects? No, he did not. He has a bite scar, which I think he came with. Oh, and we do have a polar bear, so I definitely want to kill him. If I could... just cannot afford a butchering table. Alright, I think I'm going to do this, and then move that one down there. Okay, so... they're deconstructing the slate wall. I mean, I will have structural materials that I could use to build something. I mean, let's see, 35 sandstone, 68 slate, and that's 43 sandstone, 47 sandstone. So I do have the 68 slate. Oh, and 72 slate it is. Okay, and we do have the polar bear now, so we'll get that butchered here and hopefully make some meat out of that. I will go ahead and allow the fire to be turned back on. And let's go ahead and yeah, he's gonna butcher him. Okay, very good. And then we'll cook, and we'll get some simple meals, and we'll start we'll change our diet to be oriented toward the simple meals. And we'll let him train the cats up a little bit too. Guess they need some training, that's fine. And that was a pathetic job trying to recruit him. Okay, and we do have another berserker incident. Let's have Gazelle. Well, he's training the cat, I guess. Oh shit. Okay, well, I was trying to get that thing finished. Okay, and he gets the first blow. Let's get Gazelle back here just to be on the safe side. So what we don't want to do is have DeWald, like, get a gun and start killing everybody. I think that my guy's a better fighter. I hate that he has to go back to heal mode now, but whatever. And then we got the guest as well. Okay. So what we need to do first is get this door fixed. So that's a waste of wood right there. Alright, we'll capture him, and then we obviously need to treat him. He's going to have some cat scratches. But he'll be okay in the long run. Now let's see if we can get anything with slate. We cannot. For now. Oh, you know what? I thought this was going to be one of those compact storage shelves. This is just a regular shelf. That's okay. It still looks cool. And it's serving a purpose, so... Okay, well, we did make some meals, presumably, right? Yeah. Okay, so he's going to heal up fairly quickly. He's going to be upset, but he did get catharsis. Gritty, ate without table, slept on ground, awful prison songs. So, yeah, he's got a lot of problems there. Okay, so, and then Maynard's going to have to heal himself, yeah. You know, he's 83%, he should be okay. Did we end up hauling any of those beds yet? No, we have not. Okay. And then let's make sure that we turn off packaged survival meal for now until we use up the simple meals, which are much more degradable. Okay. And we're entering fall. That means it's going to get colder relatively quickly here. At least our guest is inside in this nice warm shelter. Consciousness is rising. The pain should be dropping. Yes. I do need to install a peg leg on him at some point. I could, you know, it might make sense to do that before we leave since we have so much medicine. I don't know how we got this. Like, I think I said, give me like 30 Glitter World medicines for the Rich Explorer, but they gave me like 400. And then this thing, 4.4 days on the chem fuel. You know, I could do a pods. I could do a pod system of transport. Yeah, they did not like that. Did not like that at all. Our visitor did not. I'm surprised there aren't any muffalo. Usually, in climates like this, you get a decent amount of muffalo. Oh, well, let's have him do something productive rather than just sit around all day. Because I was out deconstructing things and getting resources that way. So I'm just going to have Maynard do some work mining. I think what I could do maybe is, let's see. Let's plan this out just a little bit. So I think I'll do this. Expand the bedroom just slightly. And then let's expand the prison there. And then let's just go... Let's expand the prison even a tad more. Okay. And then let's do a one tile wide hallway since we have such a small colony. I'll do a similar sized room here. Maybe I'll give them each their own bedroom. Maybe I'll connect them. Let's stick to that for now. And the hope, the desperate hope, is that we find steel in here somewhere. I could also smooth these walls. That'll help the prisoner and his mood. Alright, and then I assume he's just deconstructing things and taking all the resources. Cats will help with that too. How's he doing on... I didn't even bother working on recruiting him today, did I? Well, this will help with his environment quite a bit, I think. Oops, we gotta pause. And you're just eating raw meat. That's... Oh, and we need to... Right. Get that turned back on. Okay, very good. And Maynard's skills will probably go up from doing all this work out here, so that's good. We'll go ahead and have him do just a little bit more work around the base before we go to bed. He's a much faster miner than Maynard, so I don't mind. Okay, and so we've survived a quarter. Okay, so what I'll do is eventually when he starts getting up and walking around, I'll move his bed over to there, and then I will have Maynard smooth these walls here, 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 and there, as well as the floor. And we are getting married, apparently. That did not take long. 2 hamsters in a cage, you know? What can you say? Okay, well, everything seems to be going pretty smoothly. I probably should put an indoor bathroom at some point. So I guess what I'll do on that front is this. I'll just make this the bathroom. Now, what I might do is I might set up a hygiene system since I'm going to be here longer than I expected. That means we need a wind pump. We can put one there, and I have to mine that. And then that creates the power that we're going to need. Is that going to be wooden? Oh, jeez. I really shouldn't do that yet. I'll keep using latrine system until we have a better source of steel. And I know there's steel on the map. Like, I could go find it, but I really want to focus on digging inward and seeing if there's any right here, because that would be so much faster. And we will slowly be bringing some over from our deconstructed area. You can see right there. Okay, well, it's in Maynard's. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's exactly what I was talking about right there. Let's recruit him. Okay, that was, reasonable. Okay, so he's got a increasingly reasonable place to live. And so obviously we're just going to mine this out. We'll build walls to make up for it, but we just want that steel. So now that we know that there's going to be steel right here, what we're going to do is we're going to change this windmill idea to a, where is it? To a steel wind pump, and we'll put it right there. And then we also need a water well. So we'll put that, well, we have to put it in the water area. I hate to put it outside, but I think it's the way to go. Okay. And then plumbing, we'll go with steel plumbing. So what we need to do is we'll need to connect this to that, like so. And we need a drain. I'm going to put the drain... I'll put it right here. Hate to put, generally you don't want to put it this close, but we don't have a lot of options. And we don't come outside that often, so whatever. Maynard's still smoothing this, and then he'll go to bed, so that's fine. Probably go ahead and end the stream here in just a few minutes. Maybe I'll... Oh, shit, I should not. I should need to toggle that off. God damn it. Okay. And what was the polar bear leather? Okay, that's bear skin. So I've got 72 bear skin. How much is a bedroll? $40. Okay, so we can do a bearskin bedroll. So I will do that. Okay, so we're starting to build some things as we get the option. Okay, now we're having a zombie attack. Let's... 60, that's not outrageous. These white little ninja zombies are the first ones. They have high speed, so I'm going to have Gazelle deal with that one. Let's just have Maynard come out here too, though. Okay, so that one's gone. let's use this lake as a convenient... Yeah, this will be good. This will be really good. I might be able to get through this a lot quicker and safer than most of the time because of this lake, essentially. So we're already down to 50 zombies, and anytime they get over here, they get prioritized. So this is a really good method. This will be fine. Once I get down to about 10, I'm gonna walk around and head on in. Oh, and the cats are gonna start hauling the zombie bodies up there. I guess we can use that to extract serum from them later. Okay, so we're down to about 11. Let's head on down this way. Why can't I move? Oh, because they're not drafted. Okay, we're down to 8. 6. 5. And I can see all 5 of them, so very safe to just let this play out. Okay, and that was the zombie attack, not too crazy. Yeah, so we have this dumping stockpile for human bodies. Or possibly that one as well. But we didn't... Oh, well, we got one at some point. I do have auto extract on. And what that basically does is it just gets this serum out of the zombies, and we use that to create zombie cure potions later. Very low weight, so not a problem. Alright, so what are these guys? What would help them be happy? Wants to sleep with Maynard. Okay, so we need to get a double bed going. Okay, we do have this, and that ended up being poor quality, so not great, but better than what we were doing. I think what I'll do is I'll deconstruct a couple of these, and we'll take our shot at making a double bed. Now, if we get the double bed successfully, should I go steel? Let's do steel. We don't have any steel in our inventory, so I can't queue it up. Anyway, if we build that successfully, then and we deconstruct the other beds, we're not out that much wood, just a little bit. Okay, I really have to go pee, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to end the stream. Thank you for watching. I might pick it up here a little bit later.